Oh, damn. Swears. Oh. Well, homeless for a third time. Not my fault. Keep getting discriminated by a bunch of not humans. Every job. Or eventually it leads to that over time. Something happens no matter what. Sometimes it's quick layoff or we don't need you or something like that. Like what? Like a not layoff and not termination type of thing. Like what? Weird. And then it was terminations, actual terminations. I know that secretary gave me a wrong schedule, but that doesn't matter. There's no excuse. Because it was the schedule for a week later. I didn't got, the week before the week later. So I was going based off of the schedule so the week after the coming week. If that makes sense. Somehow. They were a week ahead. What the hell? So somehow I lost my job. Ugh. Swears. Oh, and I heard though that company didn't do very well, and in fact they were hated. They were contracted, by the way. Apparently, I must have really hurt. That's how good at work I do. See, I pick up like constantly. Like there was all kinds of. Oh man, I could talk about my work. Oh, so, one thing I'm good at is cleaning, picking up. I could grab something. Yeah. Bent whole arch back. Pick something up like a freaking like viper or some shit. Crane or whatever. Yeah, crane. Yeah, grab, put it in the bag. I was like, yeah, like some type of monkey crane, or something like that style, kung fu, whatever. I got sweep like you wouldn't believe. Still can. Yeah. But regardless of all the obvious, hard work I could do and the obvious nature of the beast and its system, beast-minded entities that act like they are real human beings, and they ain't. Regardless of how they have acted, regardless of the situations that have taken place against me, and of course my humanity too, it ain't just me. Kid Dunn said I have ego. I need to address this before I get too far in the video. Well, I tell him though that basically I do not have an ego. Those who have done wrong to humanity get the desserts. See, I said more than that, or in Pacifics, but it doesn't matter how good I say it. That's the problem, because they want to enslave. Kid Dunn also represents a false light. He didn't even tell me that he would have reversed, not him, because he's a messenger, but his leaders will reverse what he said December 28th on a soul of Dr. Sam Muggsy's, filling in for her. I have it in my computer tower. I can feel though that you all trying to get rid of that. It's insane. You're not going to get rid of it. Not easily. You already threw me out for a third time altogether. Doesn't matter if I can spend like a weekend or whatever over there. Doesn't matter. Jeez, I plugged up that whole place, man. Before I, did some basic work with some plastic bags and, well, first it was 2 shirts and duct tape. Yeah, duct tape, and he had duct tape too. Like a not human, stupid. But yeah, I'm lazy. Kent Dunn says too. I'm lazy, I'm egotistical, I got no reason to have the thinking processes or beliefs I have. Like, why? I don't. Clearly, I got the reasons, obvious reasons, huge reasons, gigantic reasons. But no matter how good it is, it doesn't go through to his, mindset. Doesn't matter how much he also supports, or give me a shout out too. What he said before. I know what's going on. I know what he represents and his leadership represents. Everything. There's like 3 sections, and he represents, and his leadership represents false light. Basically, the Dark Cabal was kind of like guerrilla warfare tactics. Like they would go in and to get things set up and stuff by force, even, which is totally trespassing and invading. Like I don't even know how that it was allowed. That's insane. And now they're going to let the Dark Cabal leadership go and do whatever with the Dark Cabal. Remember, the things that Kent Dunn and others have said. That's it, Kent Dunn, but others too. They agree without saying anything against it, because they would say something. Okay, if they disagreed, they would have said something about it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Alright? If they disagreed, they would have said something about it or against it. Understand? But they didn't. They chose not to. Why is that? So, the things I heard, they work with the dark. Are you serious? How's that like? I don't understand that. Like, why would you work with the dark? Apparently, Kent Dunn also admitted to that. They working with the Reptilians, the Mantids, others. At first, I could have swore it could have been Mandela effect too, but I have noticed some things. I don't know if it's like Pats or like a post residue settling in still. I don't know if it's that, but I could have swore I noticed some things. But also, with my mind, I'd be knowing what's going on. It's insane. So, basically, this is proof that this is how far they would treat humanity. They would sacrifice their reputation. They want to disgrace God, the Creator God, by the way, and His creation by controlling it, trying to dumb it down, weaken it. Like, you think I'm not being weakened? Even though I'm so strong. Even though I'm evolving, but I'm being weakened. Jeez. I don't think I'm going to make it past 80. If I do it, it'd be touch and go, maybe. And probably just after it. Naturally, or not naturally, because naturally it's like 2,000 or whatever. Who knows? It's a lot longer. Especially my genetics. Swears. Talk about strong. No wonder I'm thinking like I am. But there's another thing to it too. It's like biblical in a way. Could be a witness, judge, jury, executioner kind of thing. Because apparently I've been looking up Baba Vega. I need to make a particular video addressing this so-called seer, somewhat a seer. Now, basically they call her a Nostradamus. And now you really have to look try to wrap your head around some things, right? Because the way things are said, they're cut and dry. And it could be cut and dry for reasons, like personal reasons for her and her village, maybe. I don't know. I mean, come on, let's be honest. I can see that. But there's no path for non-humans over humans. Oh, I'm telling you. So, no wink and a smile from Vladimir Putin going to change that fact. If he's not human, he's not going to war. So, I don't know how many humans supposedly might be over in Warsaw. But the way things look like they have been going on in UK, but also Sweden and other places, I can see those places being more not humans. I could totally see Warsaw being a second next to a U.S. Or North America, basically Canada, U.S. Being a second stronghold of numbers of white Caucasian humans, humans in genetic meat suits that were natural humans. Now I have heard about the black weights being made by Anunnaki. Again, I don't know why there is this thinking and ill understanding, by the way, because it's illogical. I mean, yeah, it's illogical. It's not logical. Yeah, it's not logical. Because it is illogical, where it is like, if you are not human, how can you be without the stigma if you do things wrong? You know what I mean? If you don't do things good, then how can you be known to be good? Yeah, it's common sense. Like the title of the video going to be. It's like, you do evil. You are what you are. And if you are a mass problem over humanity, that's a huge problem. That's some type of parasitic or in programming. That's not good. So I don't care what way, shape, state, or form. I don't care about that. I don't care if Creator God gave the Anunnaki permission to make the African Americans. I meant not Americans. I meant Africans. I meant, the black race. I do not know if that was the case. I would like to have all kinds of information, but I don't know if they also did something with the soul group. So I don't even know if there is another type of soul group that actually not half bad. Because the way it looks at fallen angels, stripped of their grace, and the demonics. Already don't have any grace. They are evil. So, think about that. But what I call something that isn't human my brother, no. Or sister, or no. I mean, I would just, either one, You're not my family. It's my humanity. And that's okay. You can have your family. I can have mine. Oh. Common sense. Oh. Swears. We all know what's going on. We know how long it's been going on too. It's common sense, especially if you've been listening to me for some time, you know exactly more than Kent Dunn and Drake Bailey, Alex Caller, and others have told you. Because you know why? I say it straight. I say it as straight as possible, and I don't need no hour a week type of, so, holy shit. Too much. Jeez. I mean, it's good when talking just to talk. It's okay to do that. However, when it doesn't point any facts out, especially that they are not wanting to be known, but I guess it comes from someone like me, because I point things out, obviously. Oh, I don't got it vilified. I got most of it vilified. No matter what. Like, how much most? I'm talking about mid, no matter what, 90%. Holy shit. The tenacity, the programming, the hate and jealousy, different level ranges. I have noticed it is cut from a separate cloth, and I have evidence, even on the channel. I had to go back and make a couple of videos. We uploaded one. I think I made 2 more talking about that whole Kent Dunn thing about December 28th. I'm pretty sure 28th. At first I thought it was like the 18th or whatever, or one in mid December. No, it was actually late December. Unfortunately, of course, the Matrix probably messing with my memory, trying to make turns, and like, what do you call that? Spin. Yeah, spin things around. And I keep going back to square one every now and again. That's not going to work out. That's not an excuse. Jeez. You know how smart I am? Jeez. Hey. Today I figured out Pacifically, not that I didn't already did it, but of course I had to apply it and be like concerned, because I'm not, at fear or anything, not scared of the Matrix, but I had to be concerned that much more about the Matrix fucking up my mind or memory, memory is in the mind, but you know what I mean. I'm tired, worn out. It's going to get hot more. If not tomorrow, it's the next day. I'm going to need to get off the streets during the weekends, because apparently I can't sleep at the library. Basically, what the False Light, Kent Dunn, Dark Messenger, and others are doing is clearly trying to weaken me. And they've seen how far they can go. That's why I see. And, that's their fault. That's their fault. That they won't change. They won't do good to humanity. They want to control and dumb down, or like a slave or whatever. They want to dictate. They do not have proper representation, and there is no guillotine over their kingship. I know there's a guillotine, and I'm not even a king. That just makes me a better king, because I know that no soldier that is unmind controlled I'm not going to shoot my head off. You know, metaphor or literal, doesn't matter. Oh, there will be guillotines. There will be guillotines. This whole Maxwell and stuff, 20 years, supposedly? Even 30 years? Doesn't even matter. Holy shit. Yeah, I would myself, if it's available, provide life extension technology to her, just so we can study her and see what the hell going on. Have her as an example, you know, but of course locked up for all her life. Make sure of it. Not know she gets out because she lived 90 years old or 80 years old. Because I have apparently I didn't hear a specific date. Apparently it's 20 years, or is it 30 years? What? Like, this is a giant cover up. Like, holy shit, this is supposed to be like clean cut, and it's not clean cut. I don't care if he's a clone or whatever. Proper representation, and you cannot deny proper representation. If you do, that's bad. I don't care if it's all made up. Still gotta go about certain things in certain ways. It's just the fact that it's made up, and someone is making things up in certain ways, even though they do things involving humanity directly or indirectly, doesn't matter. That's still a concern, and still a great example to have around, knowing that something like that is under lock and key, and probably can be viewed like a caged animal that's, you know, she can't see out, but we can see in the cage. Like, look at that thing in there. It looked just like any one of us, but it is not. It's completely different. Think about it. So no matter what, you know, it still can be used as a perfect example for humanity to understand. Hey, I don't care if there was a different soul group here other than humanity, other than also fallen angels and demonics, doesn't matter. I don't care how much splicing that has been going on. I'm telling you all, everyone, possible, the whole universe. I'm telling you all, my humanity will, if I and my humanity can come together, and we can see everything what has happened, we would want to separate. Yeah. Yep. We would want you all away from us. Yeah. We would want you all away from us. How else do I have to say it? Okay, fine. Or we would try to attack you all if we can. Oh, about the whole Baba Vega, whatever. I still need to make a video about that. But obviously, though, what the video will consist of is her prophecies, and I wish I could do it, you know, more particular. I can't do that unless it's a weekend. And I had a little other, like, financial problem with Power Direct, the app I use. Apparently I didn't have money to pay it for, whatever, a year or whatever. I'm running out of funds, and that's not good. And that's not my fault. It ain't my fault, though, that I'm cornered and barely able to wiggle free or something like that. But yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown what I think of Baba Vega or whatever prophecies are about. They not broad, they narrow, but they particular, especially ones that supposedly going to happen around 2020, which this year, end of the year, right, or the second half, because it almost the second half right now. And the ones I have heard that pretty clear cut, nailed. Not that there isn't more, but there probably is some that are oppressed, obviously. But I hear alien invasion. I hear another. Well, I hear zombie scare. Let's go with that. I hear plagues, like famine and stuff. Basically, full horses apocalypse type of scenarios. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, if you somehow got to this point, bravo. Pat yourself on the back. Look that up. Verify. Why verify? And no matter if it seems like it is clear cut, like it's, extending. No, I'm telling you, just because there's a weird dragon that seizes humanity, that doesn't mean it seizes humanity forever. No one going to rule over humanity forever. It doesn't matter how. What way. It ain't going to happen. Evil is not going to win. False light is not going to win. So just because China took control of the economy for a time, it doesn't mean though that it actually seized humanity. And you could say seeds in a couple of ways, like it's just stunted humanity, or provide a lock and key for a while. Nothing permanent. It's just temporary only. It's only temporary. Possibly. But it doesn't seem like ownership. Seizing doesn't seem like ownership. It would need to be said specifically and more than that. So my point of view is it's limited, and it probably always it took place. Next prophecy I hear, though, that it's primarily the three giants, he said. That's going to be limited because I think the plagues and stuff going to happen right after that. The four horsemen apocalypse. I could be one of those. I could be a witness for all I know. The way it looks, I can see why I am. That I am. I can totally see that being a possibility. And I would not want my humanity to suffer anymore in a prison-like system. So anyone who stands against me and my humanity, gonna get purged no matter what. I might have to go overboard. That's not my fault. That's it proves that false light were actually evil, because they didn't want to help those, or showcase that they ain't pure evil and puppets. Doesn't matter if you're a puppet, you're still a tool doing pure evil. I'm telling you though that the way it looks, doesn't matter how it takes place. It could be like a sift of reality, the whole Simpson type of thing. Heaven army, God's army, Creator God's, capital Creator, capital God, by the way. The big CG. I can't, your ego is unneeded. He's still playing games, apparently. No, I take it as a serious thing, because I'm more serious, to a certain degree. So I would expect a representative to match me being serious, if you understand. Proper etiquette and principles of things. You have to go about certain things in certain ways, no matter what. And when you are being professional, you like to be specific in how you conduct yourself. got to conduct yourself to a proper degree. And when I am being more serious and saying how it is, and that's still not good enough. This is incredibly wrong. So apparently you're a puppet, Kent Dunn. Just some more evidence. I'm about to stay up all night till 9 to 9:30 tomorrow. Hope the mosquitoes don't bite too much. It's more DNA extraction. It's what it is. Clearly obvious. I got how many clones out there, and not a penny worth to me. How many clones out there of me, and not a penny worth of it was given to me in monetary value, or any type of monetary value. Not even a penny. What? Oh, no, I'd be wit. No, that this will be a temporary thing. Clearly, you all have to surrender. Stop your actions against humanity. Back off. Repair, of course. Fix up things in certain ways, but try to use more your robotics and stuff instead of your personal selves here against humanity. Because you're too close. You're going to get vaporized. And that's great, you know. I want my enemies close. Like Kent Dunn. He's my enemy. And I guess I am his enemy too. So that's why we texting. He's insane. Or drunk. He needs to stop texting me when he's drunk on moonshine. Or when he's having crazy fits inside his mind.